Hi, this is Garrett. I'm the COO and co-founder of Microgreen Manager, and today we are going to talk about a special circumstance when you have a certain type of recurring order and somebody comes along and wants to change that order. So the special case we're looking at, as we have preloaded here into a new order form, is for a restaurant that has a recurring order starting this coming Thursday, but they want it every other week. And we're going to say that as we populate this order in the system, that these orders are already planted and underway. So it will look back and retroactively create those trays to make sure you are caught up. And what we're going to have is 2 containers at 8 ounces of our spicy mix. Now, the scenario I'm talking about here is when you are on an off or an on week, right? If it's every other week, then we have on weeks and off weeks that are alternating. And for example, what might happen is you are currently on an off week, a week that you are skipping the order. And the chef comes to you and they say, can we also skip the upcoming week as well, which would have been a delivery week or an on week? And so then what happens is all future orders are now shifted. All the on weeks are off weeks and all the off weeks are on weeks. And so the way we solve this problem is by editing the start date. So I'm going to submit this. We'll look at the order we just created and we'll look at the data. The start time is this coming Thursday, and it's every other week with a lead time of 18 days. You can see the pack list or the order here is for 2 clamshells of our spicy mix. And we can see inside the system, remember we told it that these orders are already in production. So they're already marked as in progress. We have the one for the 11th, we skip the one for the 18th, and we have the one for the 25th. If we look a little bit further in the future, we can see we skip another week on, I believe, February 1st, and we have the 8th, the 22nd, and so on. So this is fine, but what we're saying is what happens if they actually want to skip this week, the 11th, which is an on week, and have their next delivery on the 18th, which would have been an off week. The way we solve this is we go in here, we edit, we click create overdue orders, just to make sure again that if this order should have already been started, that we populate it that way. And if it hasn't been started, then don't check it. But we'll change the start date here to be next Thursday the 18th, which is saying this is the next delivery day. We'll resubmit the order, and what it'll do is it will keep the order for the 11th and the 20th because those were already in progress. As we know, if something is already in progress, the system will not get rid of it, and it will populate our new series of events. January 18th is now our next start date. We told it to populate it, that it was already in progress, so it's marked it there. And then 2 weeks later, we have the February 1st one, the 15th, 29th, etc. So it has shifted all future deliveries, all the off days to be on days and the on days to be off days, with the caveat that the orders from the old sequence, the old cadence, that were already started are still in the system just as we'd expect. So this is how you go about handling the change in what days are on and what days are off for an order that is recurring, but just not recurring every week. And that's it.